How's it going, guys? And I'm here to talk about the Book of Boba Fett. So I stopped reviewing this show after episode 2 because I wasn't getting any views on it. So like I'm not gonna sit here and like piece together all these episodes and and no one's gonna watch it. So I was like, all right, fuck this. I'm just gonna pass on it. I reviewed all the Mandalorian episodes, but I'd rather work on other projects. So, going forward, I don't know what we'll do with Obi-Wan, which I'm really looking forward to. I might do a review of the first episode, but I think going forward, I'm probably just gonna like come back when I enjoy a show and just kind of do one of these overall sorts of videos. Uh, so the Book of Boba Fett has been really a controversial show to say the least. You've got this big, overwhelming, loud. It could always be the loud minority, like it is a lot of times, and a silent majority. But a lot of people seem to have big problems with the Book of Boba Fett. And this is the one thing. Now, guys, I'll be the first one to say it. I said it when I looked at the trailer of Ghostbusters Afterlife. I don't understand. Like, I'm looking at that trailer. I still have not seen the movie, so I guess it's not fair. But it's like I'm looking at that and I'm looking at the kids, and there's no way I'm going to enjoy that. So I just said I'm not giving them my money. This is not something I'm interested in. I was gonna come on here, after I do a movie, I'm always gonna have an urge to make a review, and I'm just gonna like probably bash it. I'm gonna go in there with a bad attitude and whatever. People gave me a hard time on that video, and maybe rightfully so. But are you telling me that people are not jaded as fuck? I mean, I like to think that I am as well. Because if you follow me on Twitter, you know about my political leanings. You know how I view society and everything. And I don't have any time for any SJW infused bullshit. And, I kind of felt like people were kind of grouping this show in with that sort of thing, but not even offering up any examples, which was really weird. Like, people were saying this show was bad. Popular Twitter user, Critical Drinker, was like dragging this show through the mud. And like a lot of people, but like no one was giving any examples of like how this show was bad. Now, I came on here for the first episode, and I said I did not really like it. I said it wasn't bad, but and I'm like the Star Wars fan, and I even managed to like enjoy Rise of Skywalker. After second viewing, I realized that I don't like that film at all, but I still stand before everybody in 2022 saying that I've seen The Last Jedi multiple times, and I still enjoy that film. In fact, it was pretty much the only sequel film that I enjoy that actually gave a genuine effort to even try to capture, any sort of originality or creativity that George Lucas had. Now, is everything with that movie perfect? Well, I didn't really like the casino stuff, and but like I think that is most people's least favorite part of that film. But we all have our different opinions on stuff. But this show, like, no one was really giving any specific opinions. And on this season finale, which I really enjoyed a lot. And here's the thing about the show leading up to the season finale. So the first 4 episodes are all about Boba Fett and Boba and Fennec taking over Jabba's palace, dealing with the locals, dealing with the mayor, getting on the bad side of the Pike Syndicate. We saw flashbacks, including Boba escaping from the Sarlacc pit and how he managed to revive Fennec, and lots of different things going on in this show. It always kept moving, and it got better. I loved seeing Boba with the Tusken Raiders, and just seeing how they helped him develop his fighting skills and all that. It was just really, really good, fascinating stuff always. Once they got past that slog of her first episode, things really started to take off big time. And then in episode 5, it became like sort of like the Mandalorian season 3, which I said, like, even in my review of the trailer for the Book of Boba Fett before it came out, I says, why can't we just get season 3? It's, it's like we've already seen Boba Fett coming back, but then, all of that went away because it says obviously they have stuff planned for this show. And so, they wanted to kind of intertwine the Mandalorian. Why not? It's a hot property. Obviously, a lot more people seem to be enjoying the Mandalorian. And that's the thing. People were saying like the Mandalorian, but then some people weren't even making that comparison. They were just making, it's garbage, it's garbage, it's garbage, and everything. And, that's all fine and well. And perhaps maybe there are people like me that were really pissed off that Gina Carano was fired for some really stupid bullshit, and that she was. I'm not gonna boycott the show. I'm sorry, I don't do that. I don't like deprive myself of a show. I'm not gonna do that really, because I've said this time and time again. If I boycotted every band that I disagree with the decisions that they made and like who they donate to and this and that, you won't be able to fucking watch anybody or listen to anything. So compromises have to be made. And I know, you could point the fingers and say hypocrite and all that, but and if that's the reason, I respect that. But just come out and say that then. Don't make everyone think like on Twitter and on YouTube, oh, this is a bad show. It's a badly written show. It's a badly done show because, because of political reasons. Like I said, if that is the reason, I respect you and I agree with that sentiment. Trust me. But but don't like just say that it sucks and make like it's a quality issue, because that's not fair, and you're like putting out a video where you're not being honest. Be forthright and tell the people that yes, there is a black mark on Disney, and there was a black mark on Disney even before the Gina Carano situation. But anyway, episode 5 and 6 were really good episodes of The Mandalorian. I don't personally give a fuck. People were all over the place. Even like my favorite Star Wars YouTuber on here, Hello Greedo, was all over the place with this one. First, he says that the first episode, he doesn't understand why people were saying that it was filler. He didn't understand why people were acting negatively towards it and saying that it was boring when people had all the reason to, and they were giving specific examples on that. Then, when the Mandalorian is introduced and we're getting like episodes of the of the Book of Boba Fett that are actually better than some of the actual Mandalorian episodes, like episode 6. I'm sorry, that was even better than this season finale. The 5 and 6 were just incredible and probably some of the best Mandalorian episodes we ever got. So I personally don't give a fuck if they're intertwining them. They wanted to tell a story, but of course, they expanded probably more on it than they really needed to, because it is the Book of Boba Fett and not the Book of Mando. So, but that being said, episode 6, they improved the CGI on Luke Skywalker. It looked fucking incredible. I didn't even know I'm being honest, I'm not overblowing it. Go back and watch the season finale episode, the season finale of season 2 video that I did. I have a playlist of all my Mandalorian reviews, and go and look what I said. I said I was not impressed by the face. I know a lot of people, oh, wow, yeah, Luke. And was it an incredible moment? Yes, when he was coming down the hallway. Yes, the idea of it was good. But I said in, like, the execution, the CGI just wasn't there yet. I said they should have just picked an actor. Even Luke, even Luke Skywalker himself, Mark Hamill even said that. There was that other guy that he suggested that they choose to play Luke, and they didn't pick him. But whatever. Mark Hamill doesn't make the rules, obviously. But it did not look good. The CGI did not look good. It kind of looked like, Governor Tarkin from Rogue One. Just really video gamey, not realistic, looked weird. Even someone on the fucking internet came up with a better looking Luke Skywalker than Industrial Light and Magic, mind you. Not a George Lucas headed Industrial Light and Magic, mind you. So that's also another point to definitely be made there. But besides that, we had this like incredible parallel of The Empire Strikes Back with Luke and Yoda, and now we have Luke and Grogu, and the moment where Mando wants to give Grogu that shirt that's made of the precious metal, the Beskar, and when he is basically told that it's not a good idea for Grogu to see him because then he's not going to go with his training. He's going to miss Mando too much, and he's gonna probably want to see Mando more than focus on his training with Luke. And it's a touching moment. He's very torn. He sees Grogu up on the hill with Luke. That was some really, really good stuff. And I'll be quite honest, it choked me up. It was a beautifully shot scene. It was very well done. And overall, I thought it was a fantastic episode. Ahsoka ends up giving him the little chainmail shirt made out of the Beskar, and Luke gives Grogu a choice at the end of that episode and says, which one would you want to choose, Yoda's lightsaber or the chainmail? And well, he picks, well, it's a shirt really, but I like to think of it as a chainmail. Anyway, we come to this episode. We've got the Pikes versus the punk rocker kids rocking the droid arms and stuff like that. People had a big problem with these kids. They were trying to come up with some way how they could like resurrect Fennec. And so they came up with these people that could kind of save your life with like parts from droids. And they've even done it to themselves and everything. And it's kind of interesting. It's like, I don't know, it's kind of like instead of piercings and tattoos, they kind of went with droid parts, but it's kind of like, that's like real big time mutilation to someone's body, but okay. Interesting concept. People had problems with the speeder bikes and everything. And so we have this episode here where there's some good comedy with the mayor's attendant. I personally love that guy. They got this smarmy, over the top, super sarcastic, overly polite, type of way about him. We have these massive droids coming that the Pikes send after them, and the mayor is colluding with them along with different races that had actually pledged to not interfere with Boba and the Pikes, and they end up getting involved anyway. And we get the people of Freetown, and we have Cad Bane who gets involved, I don't know a lot about that guy. I don't know every character in the expanded universe. I know I've been attacked about this before in past videos. Oh, you don't know a lot about Star Wars, because I don't know every single fucking character. But I like the character from what I saw, and I'm interested to see more. And we know that he has trained Boba Fett, and that's really interesting to see. They didn't really elaborate too much on this character, which is interesting. It's kind of like this was a piece of the puzzle that would have been interesting. See, I didn't hear anybody say this. This would be a valid criticism. Instead of going back to The Mandalorian for, 2 episodes, why did we not take the opportunity to take one of those episodes, or at least half of it, hell, even 10 or 20 minutes, and and devote it to maybe seeing a flashback of, get a child actor in there, young Boba Fett or teenage Boba Fett learning from Cad Bane. Would have that been interesting? But of course, no. It's just a bad show. Bad, just no examples or anything. Probably haven't even watched the show. But that's what I thought. I think that would have been a valid criticism, actually, when you kind of think about it. But this was really cool how we had the Rancor. This is the first time we have ever seen a Rancor just run amok. Like we've seen him in Return of the Jedi in the pit in Jabba's palace, but we've never actually seen a Rancor like in the video games going fucking crazy. We haven't seen anything like that. In the streets of Tatooine, we have not even seen that in the video games, which is crazy. We've seen like them in facilities. They had that in Jedi Academy. We've seen them down in like the sewers and the first Knights of the Old Republic. So, there has been tons of times when we've seen Rancors, but never like this. And it's cool seeing him climbing up on structures, King Kong style, and all people are posting online is, one of the jabronis just spinning around with his blaster. Like, we haven't seen that in like 90 other movies, like from the 80s and the 90s. And but all of a sudden, we got to find whatever we can to spin the narrative that this show is bad and everything. Hey, look, to me, nothing is ever going to touch the original trilogy and the prequel trilogy, which I have made quite a few videos saying how much I like the prequels. So, if you feel that discredits me, then go right ahead. But I don't know, this season finale, there was a lot to like. The moments with Grogu were really endearing. How about that moment where he just sort of like flies into Mando's arms? I mean, if that didn't put a smile on your face, if that didn't just fill you with life energy, then, I don't know what to tell you. I just really enjoyed it. I thought the show was really good. I thought it was really well done. Yes, even the Boba Fett-centric episodes I did enjoy. But yeah, I mean, I don't know how we're possibly bashing this show, giving it such a hard time when if it really deserves more praise and everything. And I don't know why a lot of people felt like this show was really bad or something. I don't get it. And does it matter? That's what I'm saying. Does it really matter that the Mandalorian episodes were tied in there? Because, he does have something to do with it. Let's not pretend like Boba Fett didn't invade his show first. Now, look, I'm going to be perfectly honest and play devil's advocate here. Yes, it was a little bit jarring that Boba Fett was not in episode 5 at all. And he was only in episode 6 for 30 seconds. But when the episodes are that good, do we really give a fuck? I mean, honestly, it did not affect the story at all if you watched all 7 episodes. It didn't completely ruin the other 4 episodes that had Boba Fett in it through the whole thing. We knew what the story was going in. They know that people wanted to see The Mandalorian, and they're obviously not done with it, so it was a good placeholder. For fuck's sakes, is what I'm saying is, yes, should we be jaded up to a point? Yes, but sometimes I feel like people, we all have different opinions. I think a lot of things suck. I've had people accuse me that I hate everything because I said a few Marvel movies were shit, piss, poor, horrible, and they certainly damn well are. That's the thing. We still have people out there saying that this sucks, but saying a lot of the Avengers movies were so awesome. Yeah, they were just great. Just completely 10 out of 10s, right? Completely original, no flaws there. but a show that likes to dig deeper and actually have some character development and maybe not stay the path of straight ahead. Now, of course, you don't want to be all over the place, but like I'm saying, if it's quality, if it's entertaining, if it's enjoyable, if it evokes emotions, who the fuck cares if 2 episodes they took some time to tell a different part of the story that's interconnected anyway? And from what I'm seeing, most people haven't even fucking seen it. Honestly. Anyway, let me know what you guys thought in the comments down below. This I would really like to know. Seriously, get on your keyboards. Tell me what you thought of this show, because I don't know. I really am going to kind of expect that people are going to be split on this. I that's what I just think you're going to say, but surprise me. Anyway, please subscribe if you haven't already. Click that bell so you get all notifications when I post all my new videos. And if you're not getting notified, come to the channel and just watch the videos. I say this all the time. Stop relying on notifications all the time. Just come to the channel and watch for yourself. So that's all I have to say about that, and thanks to all my patrons for your continued support, and I will see you next time, guys.